Born in the fall of 1900 in Sioux City, Iowa, William Edwards Deming was raised on his grandfather's chicken farm until he was 7 years old. In an effort to draw settlers to the west, the United States government granted the Deming family 40 acres of land in what is now known as Powell, Wyoming. After moving his family across the country to start a new life, Deming's father was devastated to learn his new parcel of land was useless for farming. Impoverished, the family's first dwelling was a shack covered in tar paper, which provided little protection from the elements. They were often cold, hungry, and in debt. From these humble beginnings, Deming would become one of the most influential and important figures in business management theory and quality control processes. His work in quality control helped Japan rise to prominence as a leader in innovative, high-quality products after the Second World War. Well educated, Deming's parents emphasized the importance of lifelong learning and encouraged him to attend university. Over 2 decades, Deming completed a series of degrees in mathematics and electrical engineering from several universities, including a PhD from Yale in mathematical physics. Deming began working for the U.S. Department of Agriculture in 1927. While at the Department of Agriculture, Deming came into contact with Walter A. Shewhart, a statistician for Bell Laboratories, whose ideas on a statistically oriented view of manufacturing and quality processes would greatly influence his own. Shewhart's ideas regarding common and special causes of variation led directly to Deming's theory of management. Deming saw that these ideas could be applied not only in manufacturing processes, but also in the process of management. Due to Shewhart's influence, instead of focusing on end goals or objectives, Deming directed managers to focus on constantly improving processes and systems. However, it would be his work in post-World War II Japan that would lead to his greatest successes and the development of lean thinking processes. In 1947, Deming was asked to assist with the 1951 Japanese census. Learning of his expertise in statistical quality control, the Japanese Union of Scientists and Engineers invited Deming to lecture at their meeting. Formed not quite a year after the end of World War II, the Society's aim was on cultivating expertise that would be needed during the long road to post-war recovery. Deming readily accepted their invitation and refused any form of compensation. After that lecture, Deming gave speeches across Japan on his philosophy of customer-centered service, emphasizing producing quality goods rather than quantity. He suggested that this could be achieved by focusing on the system of production rather than the final product. Deming also instructed the Japanese to include the supplier and the customer in the information flow of the production system. He encouraged them to continuously seek feedback from the customer in order to improve the product, the system, and the process. In the spirit of continuous personal improvement, Deming believed that it was important to improve not only the work system, but the people within it. Worker empowerment became an important issue to Deming. At the time, management hierarchies were based on scientific management principles of Frederick Taylor. These techniques reduced the impact one individual had on the work processes. However, Deming believed that quality started with the individual and that it took pride to create quality work. He believed that those who performed a work process were the most qualified to improve it. By the early 1950s, Japanese automotive and electronic corporations had widely adopted Deming's ideas, and soon after experienced unprecedented levels of productivity and quality. In 1951, the Deming Prize was established in Japan, immediately becoming a coveted accolade for innovative Japanese companies. In 1960, Deming became the first American awarded Japan's Second Order of Sacred Treasure. 10 years after his initial visit to Japan, Deming was known all over the country for his contributions to their successes. Extensive education, real-life experience, and personal drive helped Deming become one of the most important figures in the creation of lean thinking. His emphasis on constant improvement of both system and process, the elimination of waste, and a focus on customer service are the key components which help lead Japanese titans such as Toyota and Sony to unheard of success.